Yes, guys, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today's all about Game Week 37 review. It was the last double game week of the season. We have got Game Week 38 to look forward to. Let's just dive into today's video. Hope you enjoyed this one. Okay, so let's dive into my Game Week 37 review. I did contemplate a -4, -8, and also the free hit chip as well. So I didn't use a free hit. I ended up using a -4. So transfers out with Mo Salah and Havertz for Son and Zaha. Zaha obviously having a double. So running through the team, Schmeichel picked up 4 points for me. Missed out in the first game, but picked up some save points against Chelsea last night. Reece James picked up 7 points for me. So he got some bonus points, picked up an assist for the Alonso goal. So if you were, Alonso and a Reece James owner, you'd have been really, really happy about that. Matty Cash picked up a couple of twos, and that's the Villa's double, so nothing to report on there. And then Cancelo picked up 1 point in the 2-2 Desmond draw away to West Ham. Moving into the midfield, Zaha picked up 1 assist last night. Saka come off my bench, picked up 2 points because Phil Foden didn't play. Son, who was obviously one of my transfers in, he picked up 3 points in obviously Spurs' win. 1-0 to Burnley. And Coutinho, he picked up 3 points for me as well. Really disappointed with Coutinho, actually, because he had 2 home games and benched obviously for one of the games. It's a bit disappointing he didn't pick up any returns. And then going into the strikers, Richarlison's coming in absolute clutch for me. Picked up, I think, a couple of goals and assists as well for me. Loads of bonus points as well. So really, really happy with Richarlison picking up 38 points. Pookie also came off my bench. Trent didn't play, so he came off my bench. What I will say at this stage, one of the strategies I've had all season is to make sure I've got plenty of players on the bench, not to just sort of put all my budget into the starting 11. There's been many occasions, maybe 6 to 8 times, where I haven't had them points come off the bench, but this is one of the occasions, maybe 2 or 3 times this season where I've had points come off my bench. So happy with Pookie's 8, and then Watkins also come in with 10 points as well for the goal in their first game of their double. And on the bench, literally 0 points. So Foster 0. See, Foden didn't play, so 0. Trent 0, and then Ben White -2. So what that leaves me with in terms of points for the game week, that's 86 points -4, so down to 82. Won 2,540 points for the season. It was a green arrow also. That's only my second green arrow in the last 9 game weeks. I was at 2,097 after game week 28. I've gradually sort of been knocked down. At some point in this game week, I was down to 21k. So to get it back up to 14,750, I'm quite happy about. Obviously, a green arrow of about 2k as well. Squad value at this stage doesn't really matter, but it's 105.8. Got 3.7 million in the bank. We're going to go into FPL.Team next and have a look at what I'm going to be doing with my free hit team. Okay, ladies and gents, so we moved over to the FPL.Team website. I don't need to champion this website too much more. Obviously, a fantastic visualization sort of site where you can really plan your transfers, etc. But this occasion here, we don't need to because we're in game week 38. However, I am on a free hit. I want to show you guys what I'm thinking. To be honest with you, I'm not 100% clear what I'm going to be doing. I've got 3, 4, 5 different teams in mind. Just going to go sort of off the cuff and see how my team sort of plays out. So, like I touched on earlier, I've got 3.7 million in the bank. What I'm thinking is straight away, Schmeichel's going to come out and going to target Raya. So Brentford's game at home to Leeds. A lot of people will think, actually, do you know what? Leeds have got plenty to play for. They're going to go for it. I do think that as well, but it's more of just a cheap goalkeeper that potentially could pick up some save points as well. Matty Cash, going to take him out, and also at this stage here, I can also get rid of some. I can sort of put a lot of my budget into my sort of starting 11, maybe 12 players. So he's going to become Kelly. So he's going to be pretty much my sub. So let's just take him out, put Ben White in. Strikers, so definitely I'm going to bring in Harry Kane. So Harry Kane's 100% coming in. These are the players that are dead set guys that I do want in my team. So at the minute, I need to raise 0.7 million. Okay, so we've got plenty to play with here. Phil Foden, he will absolutely be playing in my team. I need a Man City player, so Saka will come out. Defensively, so Trent's also going to be coming in as well. So he's coming for Ben White. I'm actually going to sacrifice Cancelo. So Cancelo's going to come out. I know he's one of the high scoring defenders. I think he's in the top 5. I'm actually going to bring in Ryan Sessegnon. So let's bring him in for Spurs. It gives me a bit more budget to play with in terms of attacking players. So that's kind of the back four sorted. That's what I want to do with the rest of the team. Okay, Coutinho out, Mane in. Now, what I will say at this stage is, if Mo Salah is fit, then I probably won't bring in Mane. I'll probably bring in Mo Salah. I am tempted to double up as well. I'm possibly bring in Diaz, but it does depend on budget. So what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to target James Maddison's been in good form recently, so I'm going to bring in Maddison to bring him in. Now the stands, I still need to raise 3.2 million. Okay, so another player I'm going to get rid of is Ollie Watkins. Obviously, they've got Man City away. Don't need him. I'm going to go for a real cheap enabler. I'll bring in Richarlison, 4.4 million. That's absolutely fine. Okay. Next one I'm going to bring in is Ben White's going to go out. I'm going to bring in Veltman. Okay. Again, another cheap player to bring in. He's probably going to play. It's just more of a first sub, if you like, guys. So it gives me 0.1 million. Okay. At this stage here, I don't really want to have. Let me just take out Richardson for Saka. So bench is how it is, guys. That's not going to change. And maybe I'll downgrade Foster potentially. So I've got Richarlison that I could possibly downgrade as well, and I've also got Saka. Okay, so I'm thinking what else? I've got triple Spurs at stands. I've got double Liverpool. So am I thinking possibly could I bring in a Mason Mount? Now, obviously, he didn't play against Leicester yesterday, so he could be a fan, a good sort of maybe a captaincy choice potentially as well. So that leaves me with Richarlison to be sold. And how I want to maneuver this, 6.5 million. So this is where I'm a bit stuck. Let's just go cost. The player I'm instinctively thinking of is Nketiah. Okay. Now Everton are safe. Everton obviously they'll play a lot free, I'd imagine, but they haven't got that jeopardy anymore. So I think that might favour Arsenal because in terms of their hunger, obviously still fighting for something. Granted, it's unlikely they are going to get fourth, but something to bear in mind. So I've got 6.5 million to sort of play with. Sorry. Ideally, I probably would want to bring in Ivan Toney. I can't afford him, so 6.8 million. Okay, I can't afford him. So who else could I bring in that's in and around? So I think Nketiah seems like the obvious choice. I mean, Mateta potentially against Man United, but I don't think he's necessarily going to start. I mean, what I will say with Nketiah, there's a good chance he will start, but at the same time, Lacazette's last game at the club, he might also start as well. So I'm going to go with Nketiah for now, but I do need to think of a backup. Let's just have a look at other players that around. No, so let's just get rid of Nketiah again, and just to double check there's no one else that I really, really fancy. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it like that. But there's another way I could play this as well. So I've only got one Manchester City asset at the moment. So what I could do is downgrade Mane to a Diaz. Just get Diaz in. And upgrade Nketiah to Jesus. Okay, he's a bit of a differential as well. This is another way of getting another Manchester City player in. It only gives me two Liverpool, 2 Chelsea, 2 Cities. That's 6 players. 3 Spurs. That's 9 Brentford and a Leicester. There's another way I could do this as well. Maybe take out Jesus. Can I afford Vardy? That's the big question, I think. Or I'm 0.1 out. I'm 0.1 million out, which is a bit frustrating. I do think he'll do well, but I think Maddison's a player that's probably more likely to get 90 minutes. So yeah, I can't afford that. So maybe we'll just leave Jesus as it is. A couple of different sort of ways where I can do it there, guys. It does leave me, I've got 1.6 million in the bank. Do I maybe think about upgrading somewhere else? Maybe can I get to, so let's have a look at it. Can I get Sessignon out and maybe get Alonso in? Can I do that? Can I afford that? I can afford that. So I could do that as well. And it gives me 0.2 million in the bank, and maybe I just upgrade maybe part of the bench slightly as well. So that's kind of something I'm thinking of there, guys. There you have it, guys. That is Game Week 37 review done, but also looking ahead to Game Week 38, where I'm going to be using my free hit. I've got some thinking to do. Clearly, there's obviously different avenues I can go down, different personnel, etc. Got to be brave in my decision making. If you haven't liked this video already, please do so, and please consider subscribing to our channel. We invite new subscribers every single day. There's going to be lots of content still coming your way, not necessarily FPL related throughout the off season, but there is going to be content coming your way. I'll see you guys next time.